Hello everyone, welcome to Learn with Smoothie. Today we are going to see the functions. Okay, what is today's agenda? Let's go into the video. First of all, we will see the functions. Functions is also called as a method. Okay, functions in C. Then four different classification of function. Then how to use the function classification and how to call the functions. This all we are going to see today's video. Then don't waste your time. We will go into the video. Function is also called as a method. Function in C. Okay, these functions we can use in every programming language, just like C, CPP, Java. Okay, in every programming language, same functions are there, but we can use in a different ways. The same functions are available in every programming language. Means you learn in the C, all the functions, means you can use that function in other programming also. Then function is a set of instruction. First of all, what is meant by function? In the last video, we seen about function. What is meant by function? What is the method? And how to declare a function? All these things we seen first only. Then, what is meant by function? Function is a set of instruction. First of all, function is a set of instruction. It is taking inputs. Okay, the function is a set of instruction which is taking a inputs. It's called as a function or a method. It's called as a function or a method. Then next, it is main building block to develop a application or a program. Whenever we are creating any program or we are creating any application, that time we can use a function or we can use a function. That's why it's called as a main building block. That's why I said in the last videos that is the two important parts in a C programming language. That is the first is a function and second is the variables. Okay, in that function is a main building block to develop a application or a program. Then generally there are the four types of classification. There are a four type of classification. Function having the different four types of classification. It is used in all programming language. Okay, it is used in all programming language such as C, CPP, Java, etc. Okay, many languages are using same function classification. Many programming language are using same function classification. Then okay, we will see what are the classification and how we will write it. Then there are the four main types of classification. There are the four main types of classification. First is no argument, no return type. Then what is meant by argument? Argument is a input. Argument is a input. And return type, return value means a output. Okay, no input, no output means no argument, no return type. Then second is a with arguments and no return values. With arguments, no return values means we have to give the input but we are not getting a output. Then third one, with the argument with return values. Okay, we are giving the arguments, means we are giving a input and we are getting a output. Then last is a no argument with return values. We are not giving the arguments, means not giving input, but we are getting a output. Just like that, this four classification of function is available. First is no argument, no return value. Second is with argument, no return value. Third is with argument with return value. And fourth is no argument and with return values. Next, you can see here how to use this classification. Now we know what are the classifications are there, but how we can use the classification. Okay, that we will see firstly. See here, I have did a four different paragraphs, means four different parts, and in the four different parts I have written the each and every classification. Means in the first block I am written no argument, no return value. Second block I written with arguments, no return. Then with arguments, no return. Then no arguments with return. I written ARGS for the short form. Okay, this is the full no argument, no return value. Then with argument, no return type. Then with argument with return value. No argument with return value. Okay, just like that, four are there. Then see here, void. I have written firstly void. Whenever we are declaring the function, whenever we are declaring a function, that time we are using how we are writing the function? We are only giving the function and I am writing in front of that bracket. But no arguments means we are not giving any arguments, means not giving any inputs. Okay, inputs means in the bracket whatever void written, no, in there we are passing a argument, there we are passing a arguments. Now I don't want to give the arguments, that's why in the C programming language we are not giving anything, means there we want to write void, that's why written function in that bracket void means a null means empty. I don't want to give anything, otherwise you keep just like that, you don't write anything, then also it is taking. Then in front side of that I have written a void is a empty, means I don't want any return type, that's why I written here void means empty. You are not written anything, only you written fan and bracket, only you given the bracket, and in the curly braces you are written your whatever you want to do perform task, you written that task, then also you are getting a output. Okay, but void is a default here. Then void fan is the name of a function, and in the bracket there are the arguments, but I am not giving any arguments because we are using here a classification, no argument, no return type. Okay, then we will go second with arguments, no return type. Okay, with arguments, see here I have written the fan. Okay, fun is our function, and in bracket I have written integer x. This is the argument. Suppose I want to calculate the addition of number, or I want to show any number, that time I am taking the integer. You can take the integer, character, double, float, etc. Okay, but integer is a data type, and in the next video we are going to see the data types. Okay, then integer x, in the x I want to store my number, or whatever number is there I want to store in the x, that's why I written here integer x. This is my argument, this is called as argument, or this is called as input, means I have given the inputs integer x, and whatever number is getting to me, that is stored in the x. Then I am written here void because here is a no return type, that's why I written here a void. Okay, you are not writing void, then also it is a taking. Then void fan in bracket integer x, and in the curly braces you can write your performing task. Okay, and in front, whenever we are starting with the curly braces, we don't need to give the semicolon. Okay, then next with arguments with return types. Now next is the with arguments with a return type. Okay, now we want to give the arguments and we want to return from there also. Then I have written here fan is my function name. Then in the bracket I have written integer p, means I have given the argument. Okay, I have given the argument. Now I want answer back from our program, I want answer back from a function, that time I am writing here return. Okay, return keyword is the too much important whenever we are using a with argument, that time here I want to write return. Okay, return, suppose I am giving the value, that value is an integer, that time I am writing here upside, you can see that is a function. In front of fan I am writing here a integer. Okay, whenever I am giving here character, I am returning the character, that time you can write there char. Okay, first of all integer is my return type, this is my return type. Then function is my function name, that is fan is my function name. Then integer p is a argument. Okay, and in that I have written return 13, means I am returning some values to the integer. Then next you can see here no arguments with return values. No arguments means I am not giving any argument to the function, but getting me a return type. Okay, see here fun in bracket I have written the void means it is empty, I am not passing any arguments, I am not giving any arguments, means that's why it is a void. And in that I am writing the return, because with the return value is there, that's why I am writing return 11, I am returning the some value, that is the 11, and that store in in the form of integer, that's why I written here integer. Whenever here is the name, here is a character means A to Z. In the A to Z, it is something is there. Then you can write here character. Suppose here value is 11.12. Then you are writing here a float. Okay, just like that you can change. In the next video, we are going to see that one, that is a data types. Okay, that is a data types. Then this is our chart. This is a small chart you keep remember, because this chart is useful for each and every programming language. Each and every programming language, same concept is there. Then next, now up to now, whatever we did, no, this is called as a function declaration. This is called as a function declaration. Now we have to call the function. In the previous video, I said to you that is whenever we are using the TV, but with us remote is not there, that is no use of TV. That is no use of TV, because we are not calling anything. That's why you need a call also, means you need a remote also to the TV. Just like that, same here, you can see whenever we are using the function, means defining the function, that function wanted to call in the program. Then how to call in a program, that we will see firstly. Then function calling is always in a single statement. Okay, whenever we are calling the function, that is, it is in a single statement. Then and ends with the semicolon, But the function declaration is not ending with a semicolon, because there is a curly braces. Okay. Next, you can see here, I have given the chart. That is a chart before we seen that only chart is there, and downside that I written a how to call a function. Suppose our function is a no argument, no return value. Our function is from no argument, no return value. Then how you can call? You can only directly you can write there fun, and you can give the bracket and give the semicolon. That time you can call a function. Means the function is from the category number 1, that is a no argument, no return type. That's why you can call directly function bracket and in front of that semicolon. Then suppose your function is from the category number 2, that is the with arguments, no return value. That time you can call with the help of, see here, fun, and in bracket I have written the 10, because we have to pass the arguments. Here I written with arguments, that's why I want to give the arguments. And this 10 will be go and save in the x. Okay, means integer x is equal to 10. Whenever we are passing this, whenever we are calling this function in the bracket 10, that time 10 is allocated on the x. Okay, then with arguments, with return values. Okay, whenever we are giving the arguments, with return values, we have to give the arguments also, and we want return values also. That time how we will call? Then see here, integer p. Okay, I have taken here p. You can take p, x, y, z, whatever you want, you can take. Okay, integer p is equal to fan in the bracket 10. Means I want to give the value to the 10. I want to give the value to the 10, and that value go and store in the p, and integer p, because I am returning any value, means I am returning value 13. Whenever I am returning value 13, that value go and store in a integer p. Means value 13 is the save, value 30 is saved in a p value p, and value 10 is saved in a p value of upside. Okay, means here are the two p values. You can take the p or x, y, z, whatever you want. You can take different also. Okay, means 30 will be saved in a integer p, and fan will be saved in a integer p. Fan 10 is equal to that also save in the integer p. Then next is the no arguments with return values. Integer x is we will call the values as integer x is equal to fan, and in the bracket nothing is there, means not giving any argument. We are directly passing integer x is equal to fan, means 11 will be saved in a x. Okay, thank you for watching this one. Thank you so much. I'll suppose you like this video, then like it, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you so much.